It's my pleasure to introduce our next speaker, Angela Santiago. Angela is a certified natural health professional. She's a certified natural health professional and aromatherapist. She's also a certified emotion code practitioner and a healing touch practitioner.
So yes, today we're going to talk about and learn how stress can affect your hormones and cause total burnout in our bodies. So I would like to know, after lunch, where's your stress level? Daily, weekly, or monthly? So your stress level right now, from 1 to 3. Right this moment? A little bit? Okay, who came in with a stress level 10 this morning? 10? Okay, you need to see me, you need to see me. Okay, anybody 5 and over, you guys gonna have to see me in my booth. So what I would like to tell you guys, and I'm sure all of you know, stress is the disease of the century, and is a multi-million, I want to say billion-dollar business, okay? Lots of stuff out there, a lot of stuff that people say, oh, you need to buy this and that and the other. And there are so many inexpensive remedies out there that you can actually use and that are actually more effective. Out of order. Who felt like, where are my 10s that just raised their hands? So prolonged and chronic stress can actually keep you in a constant fight and flight response, which can create total havoc on our endocrine system. And I know Donna and Dr. Sheets and all of them, they already kind of touched on it. But I just thought it was a really cool picture. I know I felt many days that same way. So our glands they produce hormones, but they can only handle so much stress. At one point, your body is just so on overload, and that is what you really want to avoid, is the chronic stress, okay? A little bit of stress is okay, but when your body, when you keep on going and going and going and you don't stop, that is when you get in trouble, all right? Now, so the next one is, again, endocrine imbalances can put a body into daily fight and flight response. Now, again, we just talked about this several times, but what I liked so much is when all of this happens and you're in this constant, oh my gosh, this is going on and that is going on, you're either going to one side or the other, and what it does, look at the picture in the middle. It tears your body totally apart. And you might not be able to see it on the outside because women, we're all really good. It's just like, yeah, I'm really good. Oh yeah, it's a good day today. But on the inside, you're going, ah! You don't want to scream, and you don't want to, there's so much stuff going on. The kids are screaming, the phone is ringing, the business meeting, it has to be met. And we're just feeling so pulled in so many different directions. So I thought this was a really, really cool picture. So lots of stuff to cover today in very little time. So I'm trying to run through all of my presentation. So the big question is, are you guys ready to make some adjustments? Are you guys ready to say, you know what, I put a little bit more fun and relaxation in my life, or are you guys going to stay where you're at? That's the big question. Now today I'm going to share some very simple and effortless and I have easy suggestions for you to make your life a lot happier. So today we're going to share how to balance your hormones naturally, okay? So what are essential oils? Which one of you guys have used essential oils in this room? Hands up. Okay, who has not used essential oils? Oh, okay, there's a couple people still here. Very interesting. Well, let me just run through this really quick. Essential oils, they're natural compounds, and what they are, they're found in plants. So when you take a basil plant and you rub it together, and you get the smelly part, and what that is, those are the little bubbles that are in the plant, and when you rub them together, the little oil sacs, that's what you smell, okay? So if you rub the rosemary or the basil or whatever it is, and you can smell it, it's really strong. So this is where the oil actually is derived from. Now, the oils can be steam distilled from leaves, stems, and flowers, or they can be cold pressed, usually from rinds like lime, orange, lemon, all of those. You can get the oils basically from the rind, and it's cold pressed. therapeutic grade oils, they are usually very free of chemicals and synthetic materials. You have to be really careful because some of the oils, there is still chemicals in them. So you want to make sure you get really pure and good oils. So there's 3 ways to use the oils. It's topically, aromatically, and internally. Today, we'll just only cover the aromatic ones and the topical ones. The internal ones, we're going to leave that out today. So when I saw this, when I heard about this, I had to put that slide in there. Something to think about. We all eat food, fast food, or some of us do. Some of us, we drink neon-colored beverages. We have ingest energy drinks. We take prescription drugs without checking the side effects. But yet, I have to do a lot more research on essential oil, on a lavender oil. And I'm like, really? So people put chemicals in their body. They eat, pardon my French, crap. But they're worried about a couple drops of lavender oil. I mean, it's just like, really? It just makes me wonder. I'm like, okay. So just some food for thought, okay? I mean, chemicals, for instance, we clean with different chemicals, all right? We use chemicals in our hair products, in the lotions, in the makeup, and we use chemicals all day long. So really do think about what you're putting in your body, on your body, and around your body, okay? So essential oils can assist symptoms, and since we're talking about the endocrine system today, it can assist in adrenal fatigue, hot flashes, PMS, anxiety, depression, thyroid issues, blood pressure, and additional issues. So the big question is, how can essential oils help? Well, essential oils, they can act as hormones or stimulate the endocrine system to produce hormones that have a regulating effect on the body. Did you guys know that? It's amazing. A little oil can do so many awesome things. So we're going to start off with PMS. Whoever is in the room that's still in that little stage, I am so sorry. Life is going to be so much easier when you get into menopause. So, symptoms when you have PMS. I know you guys all know that, but we're going to go over this anyways. It's irritability, but I'm sure you guys are not irritable. Anxiety, moodiness, bloating, breast tenderness, headaches, and cramping. Now, I have learned and seen over the years that a lot of people, they have cravings. Women have cravings all of the time in this time of the month for chocolates and this delicious treats, those yummy chocolates and coffees and this and that. And this actually will increase your PMS. So please try to stay away during these times and really seriously use either essential oils or use something different to calm you and soothe you, because even though I like chocolate too, not so good during that time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start off with the clarisage and what it actually does to the body. And I have actually the oils here, and you guys can all sample them. I'm going to start from the front row, and you guys can just open that up and smell it and pass it from row to row so you guys can smell what the scent of it is and see if you like it or not, okay? So, excuse me, clarisage is absolutely hands down the best oil for anything hormone related. When you have PMS, when you have menopause, when you have cramps, all of this kind of stuff, it is absolutely awesome. It's a nerve tonic, it's a sedative, it's soothing, and it's an anticonvulsant. So, all right. So today we're going to just sample a little bit of the oil blends. We're going to have a fun time. Everybody can smell and touch and just check all the oils out and see how you like them. So let's start with essential oils for PMS. So when you feel really apathetic and tired and listless, these are the go-to oils. The first one is the Claricalm blend. And it's a blend right here, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in detail in just a minute. Grapefruit, geranium, bergamot, fennel. Those are amazing oils, and you can put a little bit right on your pressure points. You can put a little bit on the back of your neck. You can put them on your right here on your heart area. You can put a little bit right in the back where your spine is. You can put some on your abdomen, so it doesn't matter. They're all really good, wherever you put them. Irritable. Anybody ever irritable? Yeah. Oh boy. Again, the Claricom blend is absolutely amazing. And we basically, when we go down there, you guys can see there is a very similarity between all of the oils and what it does. Violent aggressive. Who gets violent aggressive during their PMS? Nobody, really? Seriously, okay. Who gets weepy and depressed? All right, there's a couple honest people in here. I love it. So, but anyway, all of those oils you can use from puberty all the way through menopause, okay? For pretty much all age. So here, this is the Clary Sage to the Clary Sage or Claricom blend. It used to be called Soleil. So people that have been doing these oils, you probably know that, but they changed it. However, there is a bunch of different oils, single oils in here that make this awesome blend. This blend is almost like magic, and I'm going to let you guys pass this around. Women usually love this sand. You can put this when you start feeling a little crampy or before you even get to the point you have your monthly cycle. You can put a little bit on the lower abdomen. I like to also put it right here in the back with the lower back. You can put it on the upper thigh, and you can put it on the upper arms, and it is absolutely amazing. So this is going to take a few minutes before we're going to get through here, because I want to explain on some of the essential oils what they actually do. So the Clary Sage helps with cramping, soothing, it's very sedative, and it helps with all hormonal imbalances. Cedarwood. Who knows anything about cedarwood? Very good, right on. So the cedarwood is very sedating, and it's really great for the nervous system, right? Geranium. The geranium is awesome on all emotional levels. It just helps all the way around, and it's actually a natural antidepressant. Good oil to have in your medicine cabinet. If you get like really moody and depressed and you have anything emotional going on, geranium is hands down one of the best oils to have. It's also called energetically the oil of love and trust. Now the next one is the carrot. No, let's go back to the fennel. Fennel is an antispasmodic, and I'm just going to throw this in here. If any of you guys have babies that are very, very colicky, put a little bit of the fennel oil on their tummy. For little ones, you may want to put a little bit of the coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil in there. It'll calm them down right away. It is amazing. The next one is well, I'm going to skip over a couple of them. The ones that I skip over, we're going to talk a little bit more in detail later on. The carrot seed. I know Keely probably knows a lot about the carrot seed because that is amazing for the skin. It's excellent. It rejuvenates a person when they feel really tired and worn out. The next one is the palmarosa. A lot of people don't know that much about that. It's actually a grass. Palmarosa is a grass. It almost looks like a palm tree thingy-dingy. It's really cool. So what it does, it calms the mind and it helps with anxiety. Then Vitex. Vitex is a jazzberry tree, and it helps in the production of progesterone, and it balances hormone levels, and it eases symptoms of PMS, perimenopause, and menopause. So my customers absolutely, hands down, they love this. They say this is magic in a bottle. It's absolutely the bomb, and they are just amazed. I've had so many people that have been really grouchy. I know I gave it to my friends. I had to send it to Florida to my friend's daughter, and she works only with guys. And she's like, girl, what is in that stuff? This is really weird. She says, all the guys that I'm working with, they're telling me I'm so friendly all of a sudden. I was like, right on. So anyway, so that helps actually, again, from PMS all the way through menopause. The oil is awesome. All right. So again, next oil for menopause irregular periods, spotting, hot flashes, night sweats, problems sleeping, and mood swings. Again, the Clary Calm blend is a great mix. Chamomile is good, orange is really great, and I love all the citrus oils, especially for mood swings. So, I'm trying not to get emotional on the next slide here, because I created all of these oils. I was out for about 2.5 years, and during those years I had a lot of downtime and I had a lot of time to read, and that's when I started to create my oil blends without really knowing I created them, because I put them together later on, okay? But I've been experienced with a lot of oils during that time because I was not well. And so I'm really proud to let you know I made my own aromatherapy blends, and I have 9 different ones of them. So I'm going to start passing some of them around because they are really, really great, especially when you are not in a good mood, when you have anxiety, when you have depression, even when someone has shock and trauma, and I'm going to go through all of them. They are made with 100% organic jojoba oil, and all of the oils that are in there, they are organic. And they're not from the same company, they're from different companies, but it doesn't matter. Those are the right oils in there. So the first one is my Sunshine Blend, and I'm gonna let it go around. It has a lot of different citrus oils in there, and one of them is bergamot, and the bergamot and the wild orange together, it's just hands down absolutely awesome. It's one of the favorites. A lot of my customers love that oil. So especially when someone is very grouchy and is in an undesirable mood, hint, hint. It's very uplifting and inspiring. Are you guys all getting the oils? Are they all getting around? Are you guys getting them too on the left side? Awesome. All right, so the next one is my blend. It's called Harmony. It is very balancing and grounding, and this is what you want when you are not well, when you're just all over the place, and you're really overwhelmed, scattered, tired, all of the above. It's absolutely hands down, it's great. It helps with stress, and it helps the endocrine system to totally be balanced. It also increases a positive energy around you. Who needs a little extra positive energy around them? Or their coworkers, or their family members, or their kids. I'm just saying. So, okay, well, let this go around. So we're going to keep talking about the next one. So the next one, I thought, well, you know what? The adrenals, really, really important. Got to talk about them. The adrenals, oh, they get so much beaten up. So this category also covers, again, stress and anxiety. Well, let's start out with the lavender. To be honest with you, I'm going to tell you guys right from the get-go, I'm not crazy about lavender. I know lavender is an awesome oil. I'm more of a citrus girl. Those are my favorites. I know there was somebody at my table who said, you. Lavender is absolutely awesome, but not everybody likes it, and that's okay. But lavender, like you see, it's helped a lot of times with stress relief, short-term memory enhancement. You know, it doesn't matter if we like it or not, but maybe we should use it a little bit. If you don't like an oil and you really, really need it, or you could use it, put it on your feet or put it by your ankles. So if you don't really like the smell, it still gives you all of the benefits, all right? So restlessness, helping to relax, all of these kind of things. So, let me go, let me get I'm slacking. There you go. There's the lavender. Now, the next one is the Melissa. The company that I get my stuff from, and I get a lot of my oils from doTERRA, but not all of them. However, they have the Melissa. But the Melissa, right now, they hadn't had it, I think, in a year and a half because they got a crop that they weren't really happy with. So now they don't have it available until the next year because I think it takes there's only 6 weeks out of the year where they can harvest that. all right? So we're going to have to wait until next year. However, we have this really delicious oil, and it's an oil blend. It's called Elevation, and the Melissa is actually in that blend. And I did not have a large open bottle, so you guys are going to have to be content with my cute little mini bottle. And Carla, I know where it's going to go if that doesn't go around. I know where it's stuck. It's Carla's favorite. So, but the lemon balm, Melissa is actually lemon balm. And this is an absolutely amazing oil. If you put a little bit on your heart, it's almost like the cares of this world is going to melt away in your body. That is how awesome that oil is. It's hands down amazing. So we're going to let this go around in the Elevation blend, all right? I know, right? So my next oil is the rosemary oil, and I know this is a garden blend. Who's ever used the rosemary oil by itself? Awesome. All right. What did you use it for, Kimberly? You don't remember? Anybody in here that has used the rosemary oil for something specific?
Yeah.
For the feet, for circulation? All right, very good. Well, again, this is a stress reliever, and it actually decreases the cortisol in your body. Good to know for adrenals, okay? So excess cortisol has been linked to decrease learning and memory, and it also it increases weight gain, blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart issue. So plus, this is just an awesome oil to have in your medicine cabinet and have it around, okay? So, any questions so far? Okay. How am I doing on time? Well, you know what? I'm going to let you know afterwards, okay? All right. So the next one we're going to talk a little bit about is the Soothe and Relax. The Soothe and Relax is a really great oil. I love this oil. It's, again, soothing and calming. There is a lot of balsam copaiba in here, and oops, that's the clarity. And the Palo Santo, and those are oils that I get from a different company, and they are absolutely fabulous. I love to put this right on my back, right where the hairline is. I have it go right across in the neck, whoops, and I have it go right up here in the front, right by where the hairline is, and it just really helps to calm down. Again, pressure points or the heart is just as good. My next one is transition. Anybody that is going through any kind of transition, it could be perhaps you have a move, you have a breakup in a relationship, you buy a new house, you have a new baby, whatever it is. You have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of ups and downs, and that is amazing oil to, again, it's almost like you get balanced out. It's really great. You can put that also on your spine and on your neck. And I also like to put stuff behind my knee. That's a really good pressure point as well. All right. So, essential oils to assist with the thyroid. Frankincense. Hands down, a really good oil. Now, I have thyroid issues, and what I do is I put the oils right directly on my thyroid, right here, 1 drop every morning. Now, if you want to, you can actually dilute it a little bit with some fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil, and that's fine because some people are a little bit more sensitive than others. But that's a really great oil for any kind of thyroid issues. I mean, it's mentioned in the Bible, if it's good enough for Jesus, it's good enough for me, right? So, and it has a lot of monadopines, which means it actually can help rewrite or help reprogram misinformation that is in the cells. It goes beyond the cell blood barrier, and hands down, it's an amazing oil. And it can be used for so many more things than just the thyroid. But since we're talking about the endocrine system, so we're kind of sticking with that. So the next oil, if you guys open that up, you need to be really, really careful. This is my myrrh. The myrrh is very, very sticky, and I have a little dropper bottle on there, so please be really careful. This stuff is super, super sticky, and just kind of smell it. It smells like dirty socks. It really does. It doesn't smell good, but but it's absolutely amazing when you use it. All right, it has a lot of good qualities. And I'm just letting you know because I don't want to see the people like, ooh, this smells really yucky. It's absolutely amazing. When your thyroid is racing and goes really fast, again, you can probably put just a little bit on your throat area. Very good to have. Or maybe a little tiny bit. I would dilute it and put a little bit also on your heart. All right. And I have a lemongrass up in the front by my table, but I forgot to put this in my little kit over here. Lemongrass is very, very good to help achieve balance in your body. So again, this is really good for any kind of thyroid conditions. Clove oil. Well, what am I going to say about the clove oil? I love the clove oil. Hands down, the clove oil on the ORAC value has over 10 million. So again, I know you guys have heard of acai berry, right? Who's heard of acai berry and blueberry and all of this? This is really high in antioxidants. You can sweep all of the stuff under the carpet. The clove oil is the one that is the very highest on the face of this earth with the highest antioxidants, okay? It is absolutely amazing. What it does, it gives you so much more oxygen in your body once you start using it. I remember we had a local doctor here in town, and he's retired. And he says, Ange, come on over. I have a little machine, and you can put your hands on there, and you can test yourself to see how high your antioxidant levels are. So I was like, do I really want to do that? I was like, oh, the heck with it, I'm just going to go. So I did, and it was almost like a cytoscan. I don't know if you guys know what a cytoscan is, most of you, but you put your hands on it, and it measures the electromagnetic frequencies in your body. So after I was done, he came in, and he says, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? He says, what are you eating? Are you a vegan? Do you juice every day? I said, no, no, and no. German girl likes bread and butter. And he's like, what is going on? And I said, well, could you please tell me the results? Where is my level? So he was showing me on this little card, 10,000, 20,000, all the way up to 50,000 and plus. And he shared with me that when he did the first test, he was somewhere around 35, 34,000, right? And then he was going on, but I have these awesome supplements, and they can increase your antioxidant levels. And I said, you still haven't told me my results. So he looks at me and he says, you have 52,000. And I'm like, is that good? He says, that's very good. You're eating bread and you're still having all of these good results. And I'm thinking, I was like, what could this be? And all of a sudden it just dawned on me. I put clove oil on my feet every single day. And I shared this with him. And he was like, really? I said, yeah. I don't even use any of these supplements. I use just a couple of them, maybe a vitamin or something. And that was a few years back. He was absolutely floored. 52,000. Most of the time, people that really have a clean, I'm talking a clean diet, organic, juicing, all of the above, fruits, vegetable, organic meat, organic vegetables. Me, not so much. And I do eat well, but I'm not that disciplined. All right, so I just wanted to share this with you. So when your thyroid, and also getting back with it, so when your thyroid is slow, this is usually also very good, all right, amongst other things. So speaking of clove oil, this is so exciting. I have a blend, it's called Courage. Clove oil is not only good for your thyroid and great because of all the antioxidant levels, it can literally give you courage. It helps someone who is a victim to say no, or say, you know what, no thank you, not today, not gonna do this. It helps you to set boundaries. Believe it or not, it is an amazing oil. So I put a blend together, and it's called Courage. And just try it out and smell it. There's a bunch of different oils in there. You like it? Yeah, there's cassia in there, and clove, and I don't remember the rest of them. Probably frankincense. It helps to with patterns of victim mentality. It restores motivation. It combats burnout at any level. And then I also put birch in there, and the birch helps feeling unsupported. When someone feels unsupported by friends and family, and overcoming generational patterns. It's a great oil. So, next one, we're going to talk a little bit about essential oils for the cardiovascular system. Okay. Anyway, so cardiovascular support. When someone has tachycardia, arrhythmia, palpitations, all of those, Lang Lang, hands down, I have seen it over and over and over. It's one of the best oils to use. It's the best choice. Now I know, yes, Anna. When someone has really high blood pressure, when someone is really shaky, you put a little drop right over your heart. And I'm not kidding you. You take your pulse before, you take your pulse after. It just brings your blood pressure down. It brings your pulse, I don't want to say necessarily normal, but it gets into a much better range. I have seen this on so many people, over and over and over. It is an amazing oil, seriously. Melissa, again, it's great. It helps. It's calming. It's a nervine. It helps the central nervous system. It's also an antidepressant. It's a sedative. And again, it's in the elevation blend that I have. Okay. Now, neroli, neroli I have in some of my blends. It's very calming. It's great for shock and trauma, and that also helps any issues with the heart. When someone has high blood pressure, again, the Lang Lang, lemon is really nice too, but I really want to stick with the Lang Lang. Lang Lang so far is always really good. Now, one note to make, if someone has really low blood pressure, stay away from the Lang Lang. It's not good. You can actually you can get sick, okay? So you have to be mindful of that. Who remembers the rosemary from earlier? All right, okay. So what else is the rosemary good for? Low blood pressure. So if you have low blood pressure, they can kind of bring it up. All right. So since we're talking about the heart, I thought it was only appropriate that we talk about shock, trauma, and some really heavy grief. And this is in my Inner Peace blend. It is super calming for shock and trauma, very relaxing to the nervous system and to the heart, and it's a great, great, great adrenal support. It helps when someone has very deep-seated emotional imbalances. It supports the cardiovascular system and also the nervous system and the endocrine system. Okay, so the next one is my Clarity blend. And that is, it is very great when someone is mentally really tired, overloaded, especially after lunch, you feel really tired. You just don't want to see, I see some people yawning. Put some of the Clarity right on the forehead, in the back of your head. It's very refreshing, it's stimulating. There is lime and lemon and spearmint in it. And it's just a lovely, lovely blend. And it helps with mental fatigue and nervous exhaustion. So, the next slide, we're going to have a couple, and you guys, maybe if you guys want to do a couple of clicks with your cell phones, I have a couple of recipes for insomnia. Lavender, well, they're coming up. So the lavender for insomnia, lavender is great for insomnia, marjoram and Roman chamomile. So again, if you don't like necessarily the lavender a whole lot, you can make a mix out of it, all right? Marjoram is one of my favorite oils. I also use a lot of marjoram in cooking. German girl likes to have this in her soup. It's delicious. So then the next slide is our night-night. Again, it's very soothing and calming. I did put some lavender in there, but I also put in some rosalina and some chamomile and a little bit of Lang Lang. So I'm going to let this go around too. Are you all having fun? Yeah. A lot of information in a very short time. And then my last blend is the meditation blend. This is very near and dear to my heart because I put all of the oils of the Bible in here. So there is my frankincense, there is the myrrh, the sandalwood, a little bit of the cinnamon, and the cedarwood. It is extremely encouraging to the soul. It helps emotional healing. It promotes tranquility, and it really deepens your spiritual meditation. You can use it before you pray, you meditate, you have some quiet time. It's fabulous. So, and a bunch of you guys probably already seen, I have a bunch of diffusers out there. This is our pedal diffuser. It has 1, 2, and 4 hour settings. It has a light on and off option. And what I like so much is when someone is really during the time of the month and you're really grouchy and this and that, diffuse some oils. It is absolutely wonderful. It's calming, it's soothing, relaxing. And my favorite oil blend, and I'm going to tell you this, it's on the next slide, it's bergamot and wild orange. You guys can smell it. If you have never smelled this before, literally, come to my table. I'm going to let you smell it. You will absolutely love it. It is such a lovely combination. So I put that's in the next slide, Keely. So you can put like 4 drops of each. You can put 4 and 4 or 5 and 5. It depends if you want to have it a little stronger or a little not as strong. And it depends on, like if there's a large room or a small room. Then Happy All Day Long is another one of my really nice blends. It's bergamot, lime, and some frankincense. Uh-oh. Pardon me?
Do you have those recipes at your table?
I don't, but I have all of the oils at my table. So, and what they do is they're antibacterial. Not only will you be in a good mood, but you will going to kill all of the germs and all of the little bugs in the air. It's amazing. So let's go to the next one. I have a couple more diffusers. They cover about 1,000 square feet. Okay, I have all of them up in the front. They're all glass or porcelain. They're absolutely beautiful. Next. Keely. Helper. All right, so then we have a couple of the calming blends. Life is Good. The Balance blend is very nice. It's a calming and a grounding blend. And you mix it with the frankincense and the bergamot. And then the evening relaxation, marjoram, orange, and lavender. It's absolutely fabulous. So my next slide is our enchanting diffuser, which I love this diffuser. This is my new centerpiece. It's gorgeous. If you guys haven't seen it, please come to my table. Okay, next. This is the Deep Sleep, another recipe as a diffuser. So you guys can put all of the oils on there, the little roller bottles, but then you can diffuse a lot of the oil blends in addition to that. And then I have a couple more of my beautiful my glass diffusers out there. The next slide, I have 4 different inhalers, okay? And the inhalers, I'm going to show you really quickly how to use it. You actually put them in your nose, and then you just breathe it in, and then you put it in the other nose, and you breathe it in. So I urge you not to put my diffusers in your nose, and all of like 85 of you are going to use that, but you can smell them all. just lightly, just kind of whip it under your nose, okay? So I have some for joy, calmness, comfort, and relaxation. But I also briefly want to let you guys know I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. And basically what it does, it helps to relieve stress, anxiety, sleep issues. It can release physical body pains, grief, shock, trauma. I work with people that have PTSD, lack of clarity, sadness, and loneliness. So if you guys fall in any of those categories, do see me and I will be happy to talk to you a little bit more about that. So the next one is I'm also a certified healing touch practitioner, and what I do is I do chakra alignments, or like all of the energy centers. I do alignments on people, and when they leave, they are so calm. So all of these lights that I shared with you guys today have one thing in common. It's all about balancing your bodies and balancing your hormones. all of these techniques are really geared towards like stress and of all the up and downs and the battles that we have each and every day, all of us. But so the key is be kind to yourself, all right? Give your body the love and the care it deserves. There's only one life you have and one you, all right? So make the most of it.